What's up, YouTube? I'm Robert, and you're watching the B1KER Bar Podcast. I didn't realize you guys mold the
yeah, man.
That makes sense though, because I didn't really think about it. Because you have your spokes like backwards, right? It's like the way that it's
historically, yeah, it's been an internal spoke nipple.
Yeah,
With the launch of our, we've had internal. We just recently launched our foundation line, which is a more price point. It's a $1,600 wheel set instead of a $2,500 wheel set. So it's it's a more affordable to the masses carbon wheel set, but it has a molded spoke hole for an external nipple. So
go ahead.
The key there is basically carbon is string and glue, right? As we talked earlier.
Right.
And so if you drill a hole through it, you basically cut all the carbon fibers if you're just drilling the hole.
Right.
If you mold it, we're basically just parting the fibers where the hole for the spoke hole needs to be. There was a stronger structure
that I've talked to in the past, and they were saying, well, buy a 28 hole hoop instead of a 32 hole hoop because it's better structurally because of less holes being drilled. Do you feel like that's accurate or no? I can tell by your face. It's like, I don't know if I'm.
No, I mean, it's. I don't know. No, not necessarily. Like the spoke count really comes down to the weight and the loads and the forces across more spokes than fewer. One of the things early on was with carbon rims versus aluminum. The carbon itself, it carries load under tension really well, and so you just don't need as many spokes in a carbon rim as you do in an aluminum rim, in terms of just maintaining the structural integrity of the wheel. There are other reasons one may choose to run a higher spoke count.
So what would be a reason that you would want a 32 insteed of a 28?
I mean,
from being like size biker, which is not little.
You could argue based on the hub and the crossing pattern that you want to do. So say you really want to do a 3-cross pattern, you could talk to, so say you want to do like a higher cross, like a 3-cross versus a 2-cross or something. Or you want like a damper ride quality for so you could go 32 spoke and you're going to get a little bit better spoke angle tangencies.
So it has to do with the layup of the spoke.
Yeah, it has everything to do with the lacing patterns of the spoke and the hub and how it becomes a wheel. And then also, again, like how, the weight of the rider, again, like your braking, if you're a bigger guy, having more spokes isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's a marginal weight gain to basically get a 10% or more share of, forces across all the spokes in the build.
If you like that, make sure you check out the full episode. And hey, do me a favor, before you take off, hit the like and subscribe. A big thanks to the show sponsor, Project 321. Hit the link and show more and save up to 10% on your next wheel build.